Hey everybody, welcome back to In For The Win. I'm Sinister. This is episode 27 of our Let's Playthrough of Dyson Sphere program. Last episode we set up our quantum chips and our plane filters, which are basically just for making the quantum chips. We've got them being split up so we can produce some into a small carrier rocket, and the rest are being put into transit so that they can be produced into, what do we say, gravity matrix? Yeah. So last episode I debated on getting it going, but I figured we'd just hold off a minute over here. So, you know what? I was having an issue earlier with my red. Oh no, but I rerouted the hydrogen. Did I do that properly? Yes, priority is going there, and then the rest is getting sent off. Okay, so we fixed our hydrogen issue. So we got everything set up. We have had our graviton lens being produced for a while, and I have more than enough. What do I need? I only need 20 per minute. I'm making more than that. So anyways, we want to get our green going, and we're just going to keep going with our 40 per minute. So in this case, we're moving up all the way up to eight research centers. So I've got 4 there, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at that. I can get them all the way up there. So that's basically it. I mean, there's not too much more I need to tell you guys, I don't think, but I guess what we'll do is we'll go take a look at the talent tree. So we're going to put those in, and then it should start outputting. So now, I mean, there's lots of other stuff in this tree to fill in, but we have technically unlocked most of the traveling stuff. I mean, this up here will allow you to see the other planets and star systems, other stars, I guess, that are too far away. You get more speed, inventory capacity. You know, I should probably focus on that one. But what I really want to look at here is, okay, we got our gravity matrix going. Great. Excellent. But we actually want to start doing our Dyson Sphere. So, I should probably just leave it the way it is now to show you guys in the future how it works. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, I think actually what I'm going to do is go down here. I'm going to stop the research speed. Actually, no, I'm going to let the research speed finish, and then so they'll back up some of the green. So I'm going to queue up vein utilization right after, so we get more, our nodes last longer, even though at ×5 I feel like I got a lot. So, but then after that, we're going to work on planetary. This is where we're going to be able to start using those graviton lens to get more power. And then ultimately, this is really going to give us more power options once we get this far. So for now, I'm going to get those researching while we're kind of sitting in the background here. So, oh, I don't have the green going in anywhere. Maybe I should let it back up a little bit. So if I go like that, and we take one in, and then we just put one out, and then when the time comes, we do want you to go in there. Of course, we need a little bit of power. Okay, so we'll let it do its crafting there. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, we're approaching, you know, finishing the game. And that's probably what this playthrough is going to entail. I'm not going to worry about building Dyson spheres around every single star. But anyways, let's head back over here and finish off using the rest of our quantum chips over here. So I've got this little pad set up for a small carrier rocket, because realistically, we are not going to be making very many carrier rockets. So I'm going to change this up here. We are going to get rid of this line, and it's going to go that way now. I should have grabbed more of these. Let's just output it at a nice slow rate. So we can get rid of all of these excess. So there's our Dyson swarm Dyson Sphere components. Sphere components. We've got our 10 quantum chips per minute coming in, and I've called over the deuterium fuel rods that I've been producing. So basically, we're gonna need a whopping 1 machine. Like, that's how slow I'm going at the beginning here, you know. If I do keep going on this build, chances are what I'm gonna do is start like new builds on different worlds and stuff like that. So anywho, this is a 1-to-1-to-1 ratio of all of our items. So we'll just bring it in like this. We'll do yellow in, green in to equal the speed, and yellow in there. And I mean, that is that. We're building our small carrier rockets. So I want to get a little bit of buffer going. So let's have them go out into a storage unit first. And I mean, that was a really quick episode. So let's go and let's talk about building the... I am not even going to automate this process yet anyways. Right now, the launch speed is 5 per minute. I'm not even intending to produce more than 5 per minute small carrier rockets. So therefore, all we're going to do is make 1. So basically, what we're going to do from that is feed our small carrier rockets into the Dyson Swarm. So, or Dyson Sphere. So what we should really start doing, is it going to give me a spiel about building it yet? Once I place it down, let's just do that. It'll give us the little blurb. Where's my silo? Okay, so it's a pretty big unit, and you don't feed it directly in. You use a sorter.
You have built a vertical launching silo. Now you can use it to construct the main structure of the Dyson Sphere. But before that, you need to enter the Dyson Sphere panel to finish planning the Dyson Sphere nodes and frames. After the plan is completed, the vertical launching silo will automatically launch small carrier rockets loaded with Dyson Sphere components to build the nodes and frames. Each rocket provides 1 structure point, and you can use the vertical launching silo panel to master the required structured points.
So again, still learning all this. Is, to be honest, my absolutely first time using the Dyson Sphere. I've messed around a little bit on here. So there's our swarm. We got 5 swarm orbits going. And it looks like they've got one already basically set up for us. So now I looked around a little bit at it, and I started to realize that, you know, the whole planet, or the whole sphere, is red, except for this little line in the center. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to add a new layer. And I'm going to make it really small and kind of match up with the middle ones, if I can, to the best of my ability. So yeah, like if I try and do it like that, I think that's okay. We're just going to do it like that. And then so we want to edit layer 2. So when you're first starting out your Dyson Sphere, if you notice, you can change the layout where the grid is aligned, right? So there's a triangle and a square. But no matter what we do right now, we still only have access to the just that one little line there. So you can click one game up top, and it's actually gonna like pause the game for you, right? So the world will mainly stop spinning. So if I just get rid of those orbits. So basically at the beginning, I was just messing around, and it looks like you need to build nodes. So you can build individual nodes, or you can build like connecting nodes. So I didn't know exactly what I was gonna do, but I figured I was just gonna leave like an extra space in between one, and basically just do this entire sphere around the planet. So I think if I just leave it like that for now, and we go back to run game, that's part of our Dyson swarm, or Dyson Sphere. So let's see what happens. Let's output our small carrier rockets. Let's give it, I don't have a single power pole. What on God's green earth is happening? I guess I'll have to go fix that. Okay, so let's give it some power. And let's see. Commencing launch. 3, 2, 1. Can we follow it? No, it's fast. So yeah, let's see if we can get over there and see what it's gonna do. I mean, that looks pretty awesome if you ask me. And that's not even the sphere, just the swarm. So that vertical launch style, as far as I know, is going to be adding adding the nodes to the actual. Oh, see, look at there it is. We slow ourselves down. That's our first part of our Dyson Sphere. Dun 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 dun. So I don't know exactly how it's gonna work, but man, this is sweet. Flying around. Okay. So we officially are beginning to create our Dyson Sphere. So I feel like that was more than enough for this episode. We technically did gravity matrix, small carrier rockets, some Dyson swarm info, the vertical launch silo. That was a jam-packed episode. I mean, even though we haven't gone super in-depth to all of the mechanics, let's just fly back here really quick. Oops, I hit Alt instead of... Oh no! Slow down there, buddy. Slow down. Okay, here we go. Meow. Right where we need to be. Okay, so... yeah, it's gonna keep doing its thing. I bet if we go to this view here too, and we target on, and we go and view... yeah, look at that. So, I think what I'm gonna do in our off time is continue building the Dyson Sphere layout. So the one thing I'll point out though, just before we end, is that this technology right here is going to increase what we can actually do with the Dyson Sphere. So right now we're limited to that line, that just the center equator. The minute we start getting this, we get more space to build on the Dyson Sphere. So because right now it's just like a Dyson equator, anyways, Dyson radius. So we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna be unlocking this stuff in the off time. We're gonna be building up, getting our veins and everything. But I figure we might as well have the sphere going. So I hope that wasn't too much information in one episode. I mean, this stuff seemed pretty basic. This is the part that confuses me a little bit. Total structure points. So I don't know if only one silo can support, or if that's a max per sphere. We're gonna have to play around and figure it out. But that was it, everybody. We did gravity matrix, we did small carrier rockets, we did launch silos, and we did some Dyson Sphere stuff. That was a good episode. I hope you learned something today. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. I always check my comments. Yeah, hit that like, subscribe if you want to see what's coming up in the future. All right, everybody, take it easy. Sinister is out of here. Thanks. Enjoy your day.